Imagine this. It's October 2013 and Pokemon X and Y have just released. Eagerly you beg your parents to buy it, and so you head to GameStop with a new copy in hand. You waste no time in sliding it into your 3DS and playing it. It doesn't take long before you reach Lumio City. Bustling towers and shops everywhere, you explore with reckless abandon every building in the town. And that's when you find her. At the top floor of a building, a ghostly apparition of a girl floats out of the elevator after you. No animation, and others just a few words. No, you're not the one. Hello everybody, Yuno here, and welcome back to another spine-chilling episode, and today we're going to discuss when Pokemon gets scary. There's always something so off-putting when a piece of family-friendly media gets twisted into something more unsettling. Today we are going to go over examples of this within the games and anime, as well as fan creations and creepypastas that really make Pokemon a spine-chilling franchise. It always scares when you least expect it. But before we get started, I'd like to say that I appreciate all the support you guys have given me in the last video, and all of the new viewers that have joined me. I hope you'll stick around as I plan on bringing creepy content to you guys at least weekly. With that being said, if you liked the video you see today, it would help out a tremendous lot if you left a like and a comment down below. And hey, maybe even subscribe. With that out of the way, let's begin. In almost every game, there seems to be a presence of a ghost girl. Whether obvious or hidden, these come off as creepy nonetheless, and there are quite a few examples of these. Obviously, the biggest example is the ghost girl in Lumio City. In Diamond and Pearl, there is a ghost girl found in the old chateau. In Black and White, there is a ghost girl found on the east side of the Marvelous Bridge. In Ultra Sun and Moon, you can find a strange occurrence at the trainer school at night. And in Pokemon Sword and Shield, there's a small side quest where a ghost girl asks you to deliver a love letter to a guy named Frank. Though I have gone over this in my Growing Up with Creepypasta video, I feel here is just as good of a place to mention everything revolving with Lavender Town. In Gen 1, Lavender Town is one of the main towns you have to go through on your quest to collect all 8 Gen badges and fight Team Rocket. However, from the get-go, this town is strange. It's different. The vibe is eerie and the music paints a picture of a solemn and creepy aura. Not to mention the town is basically a graveyard for Pokemon. It's no wonder so much horror has been based off of this one town. I will go over Lavender Town Syndrome very briefly as to not repeat myself too much. However, back in the day there was a popular creepypasta that stated that the frequencies in the Lavender Town soundtrack had a huge effect on kids in Japan, causing them to get sick and even rumors of them inflicting bodily harm on themselves from this song. However, this is all now debunked and it's just an internet creepypasta. However, there is another thing about the Lavender Town I wanted to mention. The White Hand. In Lavender Town, one of the NPCs you speak to will ask you the following question. That white hand on your shoulder, maybe I'm just imagining it. In a town of ghosts and graveyards, this is a very eerie and unsettling moment in of itself. However, the same thing can be seen in the Pokemon Origins anime. As Red is exploring in Lavender Town, he gets asked the very same question. However, because of the medium, if you look very closely, you can actually see this white hand on Red's shoulder. It's time to get on to the full creepypasta segment of this video. Surprise, my interests will always seep into these videos. Anyways, I want to go over 2 of the most well-known ROM hack creepypastas of Pokemon. Pokemon Lost Silver and Pokemon Creepy Black. Pokemon Lost Silver is a creepypasta that revolves around a mysterious and disturbing version of Pokemon Silver. The story follows a player who discovers a strange, corrupted game cartridge and begins playing it, only to find that the game's content has been warped. The game features unsettling elements such as a missing Silver version title screen, a lack of music, and distorted, eerie visuals. The protagonist's journey is marked by an unusually dark tone, with Pokemon fainting and remaining in the party despite being dead. One of the most haunting aspects is the protagonist's encounter with a bizarre, shadowy figure of a Pokemon named Dead Silver, an unsettling version of a character they don't remember encountering before. As the player progresses, the game becomes more twisted, with the protagonist uncovering bizarre in-game events like abandoned towns and disturbing text, suggesting that the game's original trainer has died under mysterious circumstances. Eventually, it's revealed that the cartridge may be haunted, as it continually forces the player to relive the story of the tragic character that died in-game. The chilling final moments leave the player with a sense of dread and mystery, suggesting that something sinister exists within the corrupted cartridge, trapped in an endless cycle of grief and death. Pokemon Creepy Black is yet another example of one of these Pokemon creepypastas from the original games. This one takes place in Gen 1 as you are using the Pokemon Ghost, which is an apparition that appears in Lavender Town's Pokemon Tower. However, this seems to be the only Pokemon you can use in this game. This game, I would recommend you watch it for yourself really, because I could summarize it all I want, but it is an experience to watch itself. Now will be a quick rundown of a handful of creepy Pokédex entries in no particular relation. Coming from Game Freak themselves, these are eerie and disturbing facts about the Pokemon themselves. These Pokemon are stumps possessed by the spirits of children who died in the forest. Their cries sound like eerie screams. If you feel a cold chill run down your back, it means a Gengar is approaching. There is no escaping. Give up. The fate of the ships and the crew that wander into Jellicent's habitat, all sunken, all lost, all vanished. It carries a pendulum-like device. There once was an instant in which it took away a child it hypnotized. I hope I could bring to light the eerie and creepy side of Pokemon to you guys. This is a subject that is very near and dear to me, both growing up with Pokemon and growing up with creepypasta and tons of horror content. But I hope I didn't geek out too much to scare you guys away. But with that being said, if you guys liked this video and want to see more of it, please leave a like and a comment down below. And hey, maybe even subscribe. Without further ado, have a wonderful day.